I'll do a cool dramatic intro, like, dramatic, right? Anyway, guys, hello. Let me just adjust my microphone. Look at me, I'm like a big boy YouTuber now. Ooh, ooh. Probably just slightly. There we go. Okay, now I'm looking directly at you. I can see your face. Oh, look at your beautiful face. Okay. God help us. So, AI art, that's the thing in today's episode of John Complains. Yes. Remember like 2 years ago when I made a video about NFTs and I called it new series, John Complains, and I made one episode and I never made another one? Well, it's time to complain again. So AI art is interesting. It's definitely a ethical debate that's been going to court. I think it was Carla Ortiz, who I believe runs the Trojan Horse Was a Unicorn YouTube channel, where they do a bunch of sketchbook tours of artists, but then instead of showing their actual art, they just zoom in on their pores. I will put clips in. But yeah, whatever. Anyway, basically her and a couple like the big shots in the art world took Stable Diffusion, Midjourney, and dall-e to court because they were using copyrighted images to train their models to generate new images based off of art that they had no rights to, and the artists were not compensated. And in my opinion, I think those artists should be paid royalties or damages, depending if they want to opt in or out. I think in one way, like if you want to have your art put into these models, I think there should be some kind of royalty system similar to music, but that's just my 2 cents on that whole legal issue, but that's not really what I'm here to talk about. It's going to court. They got this glaze thing. I didn't try it out yet, but apparently it's supposed to protect you from AI. Sipping my tea. Forgive my voice if it's a little bit raspy. I'm just recovering from a cold. Yeah, I'm not really here to talk about the legal things. I'm here to talk about the spiritual things, man. Here's what I don't get about AI art, is that I think it's cool that some computer scientists managed to find the algorithms that output these images, but there's a couple of things. You could always spot an AI art from a mile away if you just look at the eyes. And the hands, and depending where you're looking, sometimes the ass cheeks. I don't know why, but in AI-generated art images of busty anime girls, which is what it's mostly used for, based off of what I've seen. Either that, or maybe it's just my algorithm recognizing me as a degenerate slob. Whatever. I own who I am. For some reason, the ass cheeks are always moist. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it's some kind of fetishy thing, but whatever. I think there is some things about AI art that could be used for good. Like, actually, there was this study, I'll put it on screen if I can find the article. Some Japanese scientists have been like developing this MRI machine that could like link up people's brains and create images. So it's like almost like mind reading, and they could project images, which would really help disabled people communicate better, which I think is amazing. But there's also that part of my brain that thinks like, wow, that could be used by the government to do very not good things. But I digress, and that's not what I'm here to talk about. See, the main issue I have with AI art is that there is no, I don't mean to sound like a cliche or corny or whatever, but it has no soul. What I mean by that is that there's no, like, process. There's no love. You know what I mean? There's no humanity in it. Writing a couple of words into a generator is not the same as, like, Michelangelo painting the Sistine Chapel. You know what I mean? That's not the same as like Kentaro Miura drawing Berserk, okay? It's just not the same, man. There is something just inherently human about art making. The oldest artifact known to man of our existence is a cave painting, okay? Art is a human thing. Like, if you're gonna have AIs replace us, like, make them do, like, farm work, or, like, drive cars, or build the frickin' tube cities, right? Didn't they have tube cities in, like, the Jetsons or something like that? See, that's my main issue, is that it's making us something less than human, especially now with other AI developments. I feel like they're developing the wrong things. I think, I don't know if this is a quote from somewhere, but there's that whole, but it's like they kept trying to find out if they could. They never stopped and asked if they should. I think that's Terminator, which is funny, because that's when the machines become self-aware and kill us all. But yeah, my main issue with AI is that they're not stopping and taking a look at themselves, because there are certain ethical things that I take issue with AI. Especially the idea of replacing human creativity. That's like something just inherent to being human. Everybody creates, okay? Even if you're not an artist, every day you create something. You might not realize it, but you do, okay? Every conversation you create, you probably, maybe you come up with a few jokes, you know? Maybe you work in a crappy job and make sandwiches all day, but you create sandwiches. You're a sandwich artist, you know? It's still human creativity in a way. Creation is not something that should be done by machines. It's something that should be aided by machines. And totally automating it to these machines just feels like the first step in like uploading our consciousness into the clouds. You know, it's more of like a fear of dystopian hellscape that I'm worried about. There's also more stuff with AI, like, have you heard of Replica? I think Upper Echelon Gaming made a pretty in-depth video about it, but women are out here complaining about trans women trying to replace them. Nah, the AI is gonna replace you. Just you wait. I'm not gonna get into the politics of that, alright? Just whatever. You know, believe what you want. But I'm more concerned about humanity. You and me, in this video, we might be developing some kind of parasocial relationship, right? You leave a comment, you know, maybe I like, reply or whatever, have a little back and forth and whatever. But that's still sort of a relationship, but then again, not really, because I can't even see you. Like, I'm actually talking to a camera, then I gotta edit the video, upload the video, you gotta watch the video, then leave a comment, then I gotta reply. And that's not the same as, like, if I saw you in the street and said hello. You know what I mean? You know, it's kind of hard to articulate this point, but the main thing I'm trying to focus on is that this AI art stuff has got to slow down. And yeah, we got to learn how to be human again. I feel like this COVID lockdown really changed things in human psyches, but I'm just not going to get into the politics again. I feel like we're heading to a dark place, and I don't like it. But until then, I'm just going to keep drawing because, you know, there's always that talk about, like, oh, AI is going to replace shops. Maybe concept artists, but there are other things to do. I don't think AI is going to totally replace artists, you know what I mean? There's always traditional art, right? I don't know, let me know what you think. I'm more concerned about what this means for us as a human species rather than the ethical concerns about copyrighted material and legality and jobs and all that. I'm more concerned about the whole human aspect of this, you know, and what it means for us as a species. I mean, before you know it, you're gonna be sleeping in pods with your consciousness uploaded to the cloud like Black Mirror or something. I'm just concerned. I'm concerned and a little scared. Especially with, like, have you seen that video of Will Smith eating spaghetti? Like, dude. Dude. Anyway, guys, this has been John Complains, or worries about dystopian hellscape future. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Definitely comment. I want to hear your thoughts. And I'll see you in the next one where we actually make some artwork. Thanks.